I'll tell you a little bit about my practice. So I started out potting in Brisbane at Kitty Art Pottery in about 1985, 86 with the potter Kitty Breeden, who's still alive, and she was a second generation potter who had come over from Europe in the 50s, but made beautiful pots. Right up until well into the 2000s, she was still potting. And then I got a traineeship with Master Potter Errol Barnes at Springbrook, Gold Coast, Hinterland, and I spent 3 years there from 87 to 90, learning that craft and frustrating the hell out of him. And then I moved back to Brisbane with my family, and we set up a pottery in Brisbane in 1990. And my wife and her sister set up Amphora, which was a cooperative of artists. So they included people like Melissa Booth, Carly Johnson, Shannon Garson, Celine Cochran, Clary Lawrence, Monica Usher, and there were a couple others, Grace Gladish. So it was quite a group of artists working there. And we had a gallery in Red Hill initially, and then we had a gallery in Brisbane City. So the whole time that was happening, I was developing my practice. So I was making pots and painting to exhibit. So I started exhibiting, when I came back to Brisbane, I started exhibiting at Amphora in their gallery in the city. And that would have been about 1993. I'd had 1 or 2 shows before that, but they were small exhibitions. So this was the first larger exhibition. And then from there, I exhibited at Michael Burke Gallery, which was in New Farm. And I had 2 shows there at the time. I think both of them were with Richard Dunlop. I think we both showed there at the same time. And then I started showing at Doggett Street in about 1995. So consistently had a solo show and involved in group shows since 1995 at Doggett Street right through until 2010. So about 15 years showing there every year. So lots of exhibitions. My practice again was primarily based around abstracted landscape and throwing functional forms that I painted landscapes on. And so 2010, Doggett Street, they sold the gallery, but I was already on the move to Toowoomba by then. It was just somewhere I wanted to live and work. Got a good job at the University of Southern Queensland in Toowoomba and started working there. I'd done my masters there in the last 5 or 6 years, and they'd offered me a position which was very generous of them. So continued my practice, started working on exhibitions here, but was still exhibiting in Brisbane, which I still am. And then started showing with Alexandra Wilson Gallery, which has been fantastic because it meant I could make so much more work. Because Ali was selling work and she had a stock room, so make more room. I had more room in the studio to make more work. So started, got a studio at First Coat Studios in 2015. So I've been down there for 5 years, which is also another great artist-run initiative, and happily paint and make work, still doing it. Try to have shows wherever I can throughout the year, and that's my story.